Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address. A warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Cthulhu Patagon. Focus Home Interactive presents a game by Cyanide Studio. In a world. I don't know.
We're almost there.
Hall of Cthulhu. The Scylla. Now we just need the Charybdis. That actually sounds like a horrible name for a boat.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
Oh, I can't move the mouse. This is weird.
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Okay, J for journal. What do we have? On the approaches to Darkwater, I saw thick clouds masking the sky. They were so low they seemed intent on impaling themselves on the sharp reefs that circle the island. Fitzroy, the captain of the only tub that manages to float to the mainland, offered to help me. He may have documents that belong to Charles Hawkins. Fitzroy advised me to visit the port's bar. He mentioned a little pick-me-up. I suppose I could get the lay of the land at the same time. Fishermen have gathered around the carcass of a killer whale. I could have a look-see what the local cops have got to tell me. Captain Fitzroy offered to share with me what he has found on the Hawkins in the archives of the Harbor Master's office. Let's see. Did I do everything on this one? Oh, I didn't read it. The The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings. Oh, wait, yeah, I did read all this. A strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just after the artist died. He is convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so that I could examine it. Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case, named after his daughter, who died in a fire alongside her entire family. I must examine the documents he compiled in order to know more about the case. All that remains is to leave for Darkwater. I'll certainly find something on Darkwater in my bookcase. Weird that you were oddly prepared for that. Do I have more skills? I do not have more skills. I wish. Sanity. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind, you conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Okay. So what is... Oh! I have a character point available. Okay. Duh. We'll go ahead. Medicine and clothes can all be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Ah. We'll go ahead and do that. Validate. Yes. Okay. Cool, so that's done. Stephen Webster, age 63, occupation businessman. A wealthy businessman, well respected in the Boston area. Stephen Webster came to see me in order that I investigate the death of his only daughter, Sarah Hawkins. The man accepts neither refusals nor inconvenient truths. He's ready to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. Apparently, I am too. Charles Hawkins, deceased. Age 41. Occupation shipowner. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater. The heir of a shipowner family, he used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. Sarah Hawkins, age 33, deceased, occupation painter. Sarah Hawkins, a painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnist, a wealthy Boston heiress known for her party going, chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continued to seek the truth. Simon Hawkins, age 11, deceased, occupation schoolboy. Only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, he died in the fire that claimed his whole family. That's sad, he died at 11. Evidence places. We already read that one. Island of Darkwater. It would seem that the world has forgotten the very existence of this isolated rock off the coast of Boston. It's a small, inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs and sharp reefs, with only one outlet to the sea. It is mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up a supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of this activity. I think that the only venture on the island that is still profitable is its medical institute. Did my phone just vibrate? It did. Damn it, YouTube. Leave me alone. Darkwater Port. At the entrance to the port of Darkwater, one still passes in front of the shell of the Scylla, the last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wandered the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up there and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and the mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. A coach? Intuitive, or art of Sarah Hawkins. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others, Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. Her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, and the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. I'm quoting myself. Alright, so that was the file. Painting. This painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks that it is linked to the death of his daughter. I am reading a lot of exposition right now. And then I have the knowledge. Okay, so this is the stuff that I have already read. Alright. I'm gonna go to the bar and maybe talk to Bradley. He was in there. Secondary objectives first. Always. Drunken sea shanties. Why does his ears look like they're bleeding? Why did you do that, Pierce? You just kicked his chair. What rude.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
Dry?
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
The guy didn't show respect. Wasn't me who went looking for it. I'm sorry for overdoing it.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Oh. Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Oh boy. Find out about Darkwater.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Can't tell if this guy's trying to do a southern accent or a Boston accent. It's like a mix of both.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
The way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Good point.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who?
Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
What can you
If
tell me
there's
about it?
anything else.
We all knew then.
Okay,
I've got
so I can't say
Anything else?
Return.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well.
Did I get something
What
else?
can you tell me about it?
We all knew then.
I've
Nope.
got what I need.
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me.
You want a drink?
Same again, please.
Here you go.
Another drink's always nice.
That's no moonshine.
You can say that again. House recipe.
That'll be all for now.
Okay. J. Roy Mitchell, age 55, occupation the owner of the Stranded Whale Bar. Roy Mitchell runs the only bar in Darkwater. Prohibition has no hold on the Stranded Whale, and sailors come to seek some comfort in Mitchell's whiskey. The man therefore knows more than anyone the secrets and rumors that inhabitants of the island exchange after a few glasses. Mitchell is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting. The numerous trophies that decorate his establishment, anything go by. Man will talk freely on this subject on which he is so keen, but he will be far less enthusiastic if one wants to inquire about his source of liquor. The Stranded Whale, a bar where liquor is served with total impunity. It's the last thing I expected to find when I arrived on this island. The Stranded Whale is its name, and it's managed with an iron hand by the owner, a certain Mitchell, who does not tolerate troublemakers and who fiercely protects the identity of his supplier. All the inhabitants of the area seem to go there, and I even saw what looks to be a truce between the bootleggers and the sailors. See if anyone else is here that I can talk to.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last...
That man's neck is crazy bent.
biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
If I had the wings of the girl,
I don't want to talk to her yet. She was in the cutscene. That means she's probably important. Let's talk to drunk people first.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
He's talking about the Necronomicon.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
No, it is horrible. It'll make you go insane, as you already are becoming. You need to stop reading that mess.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You see.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The Shanty, 21st of May, 1847. Miraculous catch. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on a Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the Cetacean that is already being called a miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. Surviving sailors told a frightening account of the perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent! Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, at the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or friends to taste a miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. How was that? The miraculous catch is what the locals call the last catch of the whalers. In 1847, all the whales were disappeared from the fishing zone of Darkwater. Whalers, the crew of the Scylla made a gigantic, monstrous catch to save the island from famine. They still celebrate this catch. An article from Time still decorates the bar. Strange how memory seems so alive, as it was maintained by the survivors. Huge. And then we read that.
She will do it again, you know.
Oh,
The girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
not that again.
You seem interesting. Let's talk.
What you looking at, stranger?
I'm just passing by. Sorry.
Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
I chose the wrong choice for you.
The girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Not that again.
I lost my way out of here.
Trouble. Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness.
That's enough of that. Oh! Oh, that's cool. I forgot that it was open world like that. No loading times. Just talk to Bradley. I'm gonna pause this and stop this recording.